co-authors from South Korea.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, this is Jang Hyo Park speaking from the, South Korea. It's the midnight here.
Yes.
So
Okay.
our team will be presenting the cultural indicator, and then first author Catherine Park, Dr. Catherine Park, she will be able to present. So I know the collect conference is being held in the France. We wanted to participate in the physically, but we were not able to travel at this time. But hopefully, we can meet you next conference. So today is our presentation focusing on the Hallyu in the Korean wave, and then it's the database the indicators. So it's a little bit different from the other presentations with a particular focus on the scholarly data, because we are looking at the cultural data. But I think you will enjoy our presentation. So Catherine, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready. So today I'll be talking about Hallyu, also known as Korean Wave, which refers to the spread of Korean popular culture internationally. For example, K-pop singers like BTS and Blackpink, Netflix series Squid Game are attracting millions of audiences around the world. I don't know if there is a gamer here, but Faker, who is a South Korean professional gamer, was in Paris recently to be in the tournament and won the League of Legends World Championships a couple months ago. So as you can see, Hallyu has experienced rapid growth recently, which has gained scholars' interest. So various forms of Korean popular culture, such as television dramas, films, and music, have gained popularity globally, including Asia, North America, Latin America, and Europe. Hallyu, also known as the Korean wave, can be defined as a social cultural phenomenon in which Korean pop culture is popular abroad and affects people's lifestyle. So it has been closely connected with multi-layered transactional movements of people, information, and of course, capital flows between different countries. Different scholars have categorized Hallyu in different ways. Jin, for example, talked about the evolvement of Hallyu and classified into three phases. Hallyu 1.0 starts from 1990s to 2007, Hallyu 2.0 from 2008 to 2017, and lastly, Hallyu 3.0 extended from 2017 to the present day. So starting in 2017, when the President Moon Jae-in came to office, Hallyu has experienced a new trend, which Jin named it Hallyu 3.0. So over time, there has been a global platform expansion and demographic diversification. So Hallyu 2.0 is distinguished from previous phase by its global reach. As you have seen in the table, Hallyu 1.0 only focused on a few regions in South Asia. And social media has played a significant role in the production and consumption of the media. Hallyu 3.0 has expanded to webtoons, animation, mobile gaming, and they became the major players beyond K-pop and K-drama. There's also been transmedia.
Catherine, we lose your presentation.
Yes, I'm doing it.
You have to share your screen again.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hallyu 3.0 can also be characterized by transmedia storytelling. For example, as webtoons gained popularity, culture creators developed webtoon-based big screen contents like films, television dramas, and digital gaming. Also, we were able to observe the rise of streaming services such as Netflix and Amazon Prime, and they have become one of the most significant outlets for the Korean cultural industry. For example, Moving, which is the streaming on Disney Plus right now, is based on webtoon of the same name. Although Hallyu is now recognized as a unique cultural platform and is entering a new phase as a mainstream culture centered around global platforms, the existing literature really only focus on limited genres such as K-dramas and K-pops. So they're only focusing on the popularity of particular forms of content, and we don't think it's appropriate to measure Hallyu 3.0. For example, the Korean Foundation, which is affiliated with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, COFIS, founded by the Ministry of Culture and Sports and Tourism, they publish annual reports on the impact of Hallyu, and these are the most commonly referenced in the literature on Hallyu. But these reports focus on K-pop and K-dramas and fail to address all aspects of Hallyu. So it is challenging to assess how Hallyu is perceived abroad and the extent of its influence. Also, another important aspect of Hallyu is the social media and digital media. Hallyu content is generated and distributed online, and Korean entertainment industries, social media platforms, and global fandom interact mainly through social media. And the technological affordance of social media platforms and fans' social interactions further facilitate the dissemination and distribution of the content. So our research question is, what measures can be used to assess the status and trends of Hallyu 3.0? We did literature review, and also we conducted qualitative expert interviews, people from Korean entertainment industries, entertainment agencies such as JYP and HYBE, and also people from industry experts who run a music production and distribution company and also an AI company. So these are the takeaways. I'll be talking about it in details in a minute. So we noticed that the new phase of Hallyu requires a multidimensional and multidirectional approach to transnational cultural flows. And it is important to establish industry-specific KPIs as measures, and also the adoption of big data, specifically social media metrics, are more conducive for real-time analysis, and cultural and regional differences must be considered. And also there is a need for a dashboard where it shows more comprehensive views of the impact of Hallyu. So there are four key dimensions of Hallyu influence. First is K-pop, second is K-drama and films, third webtoons, and fourth gaming. For the key performance indicators by genre, for example, K-pop, the number of streams, album sales, YouTube views, and media and social media mentions can be used to measure the influence of K-pop. And for drama and films, global stream viewership, popularity indices, media and social media mentions can be used. For webtoons, page views, ratings, and social media mentions can be used. And lastly, for gaming, the number of downloads, users, revenue generated, and media and social media mentions can be used. Also, big data and social media analytics can be utilized. The analysis of big data that are generated in real time enables to predict the characteristics of a relevant field, which can be applied to Hallyu. The adoption of big data, specifically social media metrics, are more conducive. As I mentioned, a lot of the discussions and the consumption of Hallyu content happens online, especially on social media, and fans are really eager to promote the content, and it also has formed a very huge network. So for the real data analysis tools, we recommend Google Trends. I'm pretty sure you already know what that is. And also GDAL database can be very useful. It's a comprehensive database that monitors and analyzes global events, news, and narratives. It collects data from broadcast, print, and web from nearly every country, over 100 languages, and updates every 15 minutes. So this will be very useful to track the current status of Hallyu. Also, cultural and regional considerations must be taken into account. Cultural norms, linguistic variations, and governmental regulations influence media consumption and preferences. So there is a recognized need for tailored approaches in different regions. For example, most of the social media platforms like YouTube and Instagram are not available in China, although China is the top countries of Hallyu consumers. So China's unique digital ecosystem requires alternative platforms that we need to look at, such as Weibo and Bilibili, to measure Hallyu's impact. We also propose a Hallyu dashboard. During the interview, a common issue identified by the participants was the lack of dashboard that would track real-time data accurately. So to enable to track the status of Hallyu, dashboard would be very useful, which would provide comprehensive and accessible information. And this would benefit scholars, government officials, and cultural industry professionals, which also enable data-driven insights and strategy development. Because it could help people view large and complex data sets at a glance. This study was partially supported by COPIS, and they were looking for ways to improve their dashboard. They already had a dashboard, but it was really not functioning very well. So we did suggest utilizing data to track the impact and influence of Hallyu, and some of our suggestions were reflected in their new dashboard. It's called the Big Data Analysis with AI. Although they only have this in Korean, they don't have the English version yet. Hopefully they do in the near future. But they use a lot of the social media metrics that we suggested. They also do like sentiment analysis to kind of give some aspects of the general public opinion about specific films or singers. So in conclusion, the new phase of Hallyu requires a multidimensional and multidirectional approach to understand the complexity of the industry, and social media big data enables real-time analysis of Hallyu trends, and measurement criteria must extend beyond K-pop and dramas. And lastly, regional specifications must be considered in global impact assessment. So that is all. If you have any questions or comments, you can always email me. Thank you.